Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you all are well. In previous lectures, we discussed some theorems in geometry, that is basic proportionality theorem, converse of BPT theorem, angle bisector theorem, converse of angle bisector theorem, property of three parallel lines, so on. Today we are going to discuss or solve the sums of exercise or practice set 1.2. But before starting the practice sets, let's summarize all the theorems, or we can revise all the theorems. Now suppose here n triangle PQR. In triangle PQR, line L is parallel to side QR. Then which theorem you can apply here? Yes, recall in your mind. Yeah, if a line is parallel to any one side of a triangle, then divide two sides in same ratio. This is your BPT theorem. If a line is parallel to QR, then PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon PR. This is your BPT theorem. Okay. Now to apply the BPT theorem, if a line is given to parallel to any one side of a triangle, then you can apply the BPT theorem. Ratio of two sides are equal. Now one more, suppose in triangle ABC, BD is the bisector of angle B. Okay, in triangle ABC, BD is the bisector of angle B. Then you can which theorem you can apply here? Yes, of course, angle bisector theorem. What is the angle bisector theorem? The ratio of the side opposite to the angle is equal to the ratio of remaining side. So that is here given. BD is the bisector of angle ABC. Then by angle bisector theorem, the ratio of the side opposite to the angle, that means AD upon DC, is equal to the ratio of remaining side, that means AD upon BC. Okay. Now suppose in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, they have given AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. We have discussed, if the ratio of two sides are equal, then the line is parallel to third side, that is your converse of BPT theorem. That means line L is parallel to BPT by parallel to BC by converse of BPT. Okay. That means to apply the converse BPT theorem, the ratio of two sides are equal, then the line is parallel. Now one more example. Suppose here these three lines are parallel. Line L, line M, line L are parallel, and these two are the transversal. So P, Q, R, A, B, C. So which theorem you can apply here? The property of three parallel lines and their transversal. What is the property? The ratio of intersect of first transversal is equal to the ratio of intersect of second transversal. That means PQ upon QR is equal to AB upon BC. Okay. Now suppose one more example. In triangle PQR, fifth example, in triangle PQR, they say PQ upon QR is equal to PS upon SR. Then you have to prove QS is a bisector. Yes, if the ratio of any angle is equal to the ratio of remaining side, if the ratio of opposite side of any angle is equal to the ratio of remaining side, then K is the angle bisector. Then QS is the bisector of angle QS. So this exercise 1.2 based on this theorem, that means it is based on BPD, converse of BPD, angle bisector, property of three parallel lines, converse of angle bisector. Let's start practice set 1.2. Question number 1. Here you can see that some triangles are given to you and the length of line segments are given, and you have to identify in which figure ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR. In all these questions, you have to identify whether the PM is the bisector of this angle QPR. QPR in short, that is angle P. In these questions, you have to prove whether this ray PM is the bisector of this angle or not. Okay, recall your mind which theorem you can apply here. Recall in your mind. Here you can apply converse of angle bisector theorem. What about the converse of angle bisector theorem? Converse of angle bisector theorem says that if the ratio of the side opposite to the angle is equal to the ratio of remaining side, then the ray is the bisector of that angle. I am repeating. Converse of angle bisector theorem says that if the ratio of the side opposite to the angle is equal to the ratio of remaining side, then the ray is the bisector of angle. Ray is the bisector of that angle. Okay. Now here the side opposite to the angle P is this side. So take the ratio, find the ratio QM upon MR. QM upon MR, substitute the value 3.5, 1.5. Okay, reduce it 3.5, 1.5. How much the values? Okay, 3.5, 5 3s are 15, 5 7s are 35. Same point. Okay, point get cancelled, then you get the answer 7 upon 3. Okay. Now the next, if you start first ratio with Q, then the second ratio also start with point Q. Next, the remaining side ratio QP upon PR. Okay. So QP upon PR. Substitute the value. QP is 7. PR is 3. Okay. Now here you can observe in both the ratio QM upon MR is equal to QP upon PR. Okay. Here you can give number 1. This is number 2. Right here from 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2, the ratio of the side opposite to the angle is equal to the ratio of remaining side. So these two ratios are equal. So therefore, by converse of angle bisector theorem, ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR. Got it? So this is your first question. Again I am repeating. You have to prove whether this ray PM is the bisector of angle P or not. So I have applied here converse of angle bisector theorem. What about the converse of angle bisector theorem? The ratio of the side opposite to the angle. So this side is opposite to the angle P. I find the ratio QM upon MR. 3.5 divided by 1.5. 5 7s are 35. 5 3s are 15. 0.7, 0.3 because points are there. Now point both the digit can cancel because the point on same digit it cancel. So answer is 7 upon 3. Now the next remaining side ratio. The remaining side is QP upon PR, or you can write RP also. QP upon PR is again same 7 upon 3. I given here number 1. This is number 2. From 1 and 2, these two ratios are equal. So by converse of angle bisector theorem, if the ratios are equal, then the ray is the bisector of that angle. Okay, got it? Now move to the second question. Again, find the ratio of the side opposite to the angle. So this side is opposite to the angle P. Find the ratio RM upon MQ. Now substitute the value. Value is 6 upon 8. Now reduce it. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Give it number 1. Okay. Now the ratio of remaining side. You start first ratio with R. Then second ratio is also start from R. RP. Yeah, you can write PR upon PQ. Okay. Ratio of remaining side is 7 upon 10. We can't reduce it. Okay. Give it number 2. So from 1 and 2 you can observe Rm upon MQ is not equal to PR upon PQ. These two ratios are not equal. That means the ratio of the opposite angle of the opposite side of the angle is not equal to the remaining side. So therefore ray PM is not the bisector of angle QPR. This ray is not the bisector because these two ratios are not equal. Okay. Next, third question. In third question, same. First find the ratio of the side opposite to the angle. That means this ratio QM upon MR. QM value is 3.6 is given. MR value is given to you 4. Now reduce it. Reduce it. You can reduce with 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. 2 8s are 16. Okay. Again you can reduce. Or you can reduce directly with 4 also. 4 1s are 4. 4 9s are 36. 0.9 because 3.6 are there now. Now multiply by 10. Multiply by 10 to shift the point. So multiply by 10 you get 9 upon 10 ones are 10. This is your number 1 first ratio. Now the ratio of remaining side. You start first ratio with Q. Then again start with Q. PQ upon PR. Here PQ is given to you 9 and PR is 10. This is your second ratio. Now observe. First ratio is also 9 upon 10. Second also 9 upon 10. So from 1 and 2, this first ratio QM upon MR is equal to PQ upon PR. Okay. Right here from 1 and 2. Okay. These two ratios are equal. So therefore by converse of angle bisector theorem, by converse of angle bisector theorem, ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR. This is your third question. I think you understood all the three questions. In all the questions we have applied here the converse of angle bisector theorem. Converse of angle bisector theorem, that means the ratio of the opposite side of the angle and the ratio of remaining side. If these two ratios are equal, then by converse of angle bisector theorem, the ray is the bisector of that angle. Okay.